Groups here in the Chattanooga community use this Saturday to continue commemorating the fallen five and law enforcement as a whole. Good evening. Thanks for joining us. I'm Dave Staley.
And I'm Bliss Seckman. Thursday marked 5 years since one of the darkest days in Chattanooga's history. On July 16, 2015, a man opened fire at a military recruitment center on Lee Highway before attacking the Naval Operations Center. Now today, people honored those brave service members in a unique way.
News Channel 9's Isaiah Kim Martinez now joins us live here in studio with today's story. Isaiah, good evening.
Good evening, Dave. Bliss. We've seen Back the Blue rallies here before, but organizers say this one had even more meaning because they took the time to remember these men. Gunnery Sergeant Thomas Sullivan, Sergeant Carson Holmquist, Lance Corporal Squire Skip Wells, Staff Sergeant David Wyatt, and Navy Petty Officer Second Class Randall Smith. Organizers say honoring them goes hand in hand with appreciating law enforcement as a whole.
If you do not remember what has happened, you're doomed to relive it.
East Ridge officer Sam Roystacker says the moment seems like yesterday, but also a lifetime ago.
And all of a sudden, everybody's pagers and phones started going off that there was a mass shooting, and we had no idea what was going on.
July 16, 2015, when these 5 servicemen in Chattanooga were shot and killed by a man in a terror attack.
So let's do that right now, please.
Just 2 days after the 5-year mark of one of the darkest days in Chattanooga's history, a few groups kept the commemorations going.
Let's take this time to reflect on their sacrifice.
Stacy Brasher is an organizer for the group United We Stand Stronger. They put together a Back the Blue event Saturday. Brasher says it was an appropriate time, not just to honor the fallen 5, but to recognize everything first responders risked in doing their jobs that day.
We're the first ones to go into a dangerous situation and didn't back down. And not many people will do that.
Running into the teeth of what they had no idea what exactly they were getting into, but they were running into it.
Roystacker says in many areas, law enforcement was under the microscope back then in similar ways to right now. His hope is just like in 2015, that the community will continue to rally around its officers in difficult times. And earlier today, another organization held more of a mobile commemoration. Hundreds of cars drove through some notable areas relating to the fallen 5, including the memorial site that was completed last year at the Tennessee River Park, and of course, the memorial on Lee Highway. Bliss.
Isaiah, thank you so much. And the organization called United We Stand Stronger hosted this event. They say they plan to hold more Back the Blue rallies in future weeks.